Hey, shalom, shalom, yasha'Allah, peace, Israel. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Wahar Rakakwadash. Double honor to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the men that taught me this truth through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to the elect of the house of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you few sisters listening and learning. Shalom to you as well. This is going to be in response to episode 4 of the House of David. I highly urge and recommend Israel to go check this show out. I know, the highly zealous brothers don't like watching certain people act like Israelites, but I highly recommend that Israel watch this because we get images, even though they're not melanated people, you get images of how we used to conduct ourselves back in these days, even though it's not going to be 100% accurate according to the scriptures. We get a perspective and we get a view of certain Hebrew customs, traditions, and how we used to live back then. So I highly recommend brothers and sisters to check this out. Besides that, spoiler alert. If you do not want to be spoiled, come back after you watch the show and you can watch this lesson. If you don't care about spoilers, enjoy. And Lord's willing, you are edified. So now let's get into it. So now, I warned you, spoilers. This is, what you see is Jonathan on the right-hand side, Abner, that's the guy in the bottom, the middle, and the guy on the left in the blue garment, which, by the way, they don't have t-shirt garments. I just want to point that out. Nobody here has t-shirt garments, but the guy in the blue is a leader of the tribe of Dan, right? And he busts through the door. I couldn't play the video because, copyright issues. But Lord's will, I'm going to try to get something in. But anyway, the guy in the blue was pissed off, and he wanted to speak to King Saul. He said the house of Saul has betrayed him. Your Highness, God bless my family with only one beautiful daughter. So he was pissed off because something happened to his daughter. Let's see. She was the prized bride for a noble man. So he was planning to marry his daughter off. But now that is out of the question. As King Saul. This is the noble Danite speaking to King Saul. Now it's out of the question. Your brother defiled her. He was talking to Jonathan. He is saying that Jonathan's brother defiled his daughter. This is Jonathan's brother. And in the TV show, he's just, he's a piece of shit. He's like an Epicurean. He only lives for pleasure. Okay? You shamed my daughter in my house. Now, how did he shame his daughter in his house? Because remember, he was planning to marry his daughter off to a nobleman. So by him having sex with his daughter, it brought shame not only to the daughter, but it brought shame to his household, right? This is why I say it's important to check out this show, because you won't get these perspectives just by reading the scriptures. Some brothers are able to get it, some brothers are not. Israel is visual creatures. They got to see everything. So he talks shit. He basically scoffs. If she's one of the lumpy back or the eye that don't match, he started scoffing at him. He said, it is your brother's duty to marry my daughter and join our houses. Now, the question to you brothers and you sisters, what is he talking about? Why is it his duty to marry a woman he had sex with? Right? Let's see if y'all get that answer correct. Which I'm going to reveal the answer later on. But Why was it his duty, Jonathan's brother duty, to marry this Danite's daughter? What scripture is that? What law is that? I certainly am not about to marry a defiled woman. See, he was scoffing at her because he's a piece of shit, right? And he doesn't care about the laws of the Most High. And then this happened. I hope this is for edification purposes. I am not making no money off of this. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
No longer be loyal to your house.
No, let me simplify this for you. Ashbound houses will never be joined. Yair and Ashbound.
Wait. Then I invoke the law of Moses. It is written.
I read now.
You must marry her, or be stoned to death.
Who speaks of death?
Now, he says, I invoke the law of Moses, right? What is he talking about? What law is he invoking? What law can he go to? I know, you followers and listeners of Great Millstone, you already know the answer. And plus I scroll past it, but what law is he invoking? That this man must marry his daughter. We know the law, right? So I went to AI, right? And I asked AI, I said, where in the Bible it says you must marry a woman or be stoned for dishonoring her father's household? Meta AI says you're likely thinking of Deuteronomy 22:28-29. Here it goes, Deuteronomy 22:28-29. Because we got called all types of names. We got slandered. We got scoffed at. We got ridiculed. We got threatened for just simply reading what's in the Bible. Now, Meta AI, which is ran by Esau Edom, if they can give you this breakdown, why the hell you Israelites can't get it? Not to say that Esau has the truth, right? But if AI, artificial intelligence, can break this down, why can't you Israelites get this? If a man meets a virgin who is not betrothed and seizes her and lie with her, and they are found, then the man who lied with her shall give to the father of the young woman 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath violated her. He may not divorce her all his days. The alternative scenario, if a man finds a betrothed young woman in the countryside, and the man seizes her and lies with her, then only the man who lay with her shall die, but you shall do nothing to the young woman. She hath committed no offense punishable by death. For this case is like that the man attacked and murdering his neighbor. So one scenario is a man sleeps with a woman without going through the proper ceremonial process, or the hook, he hooked up with her without, going to the father, speaking to the father, and arranging a marriage, a ceremonial date. He just popped her. He got to pay the father 50 shekels and marry his daughter and can't divorce her. That's why the man said, I invoke the law of Moses, right? So, key points to consider. Now, I didn't put this in. This is AI Meta. It says grape versus consensual sex. The biblical text distinguishes between the cases of grape, Deuteronomy 22:25-27, and consensual sex outside of marriage, Deuteronomy 22:28-29. Marriage as a consequence. In the case of consensual sex outside of marriage, the man was required to marry the woman and pay the bride price to the father. Protection of women's rights. These laws aim to safeguard the woman's rights, dignity, and protection within the patriarchal society, cultural and historical context. It's essential to understand the cultural, historical, and social context in which these laws were given. Context and cultural background in ancient Israelite culture, the concept of dishonoring a family was deeply connected to issues of family honor, reputation, and property. The laws in Deuteronomy 22 were intended to protect the rights of and dignity of women, practically in cases of grape or seduction. I'm going to play it one more time.
The tribe of Dan will no longer be loyal to your house.
No, let me simplify this for you. Eshbal houses will never be joined. Yair and Eshbal be quiet.
Then I invoke the law of Moses. It is written,
I read now.
you must marry her, or be stoned to death.
Who speaks of death?
Now let's get a couple of scriptures. We're going to wrap it up. This is the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. For all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that is concealed will be brought to light and made known to all. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. There you go, man. The proof is in the pudding. It's plain to see. That's why I highly recommend Israel to check this show out. But pretty much that's it. I pray and hope that y'all was edified. Leave your comments. Do your responses. Leave your questions. I want to end it off with giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Wahara Kakwadash. Till next time I say Shalom.